Have you ever thought about starting something new but been put off very quickly because you worry about what other people might say? Hello Ramblers of the world, I'm Chris, the Mindset Wingman, and thank you for joining me on another Mindful Ramble where we talk all things mindset reset and how it aligns to our journey through life. And as I say, every journey has a story. Let's go! And what a beautiful day it is in between thunderous rain showers that we seem to have had today. Now, this is a video I never thought that I would be making. However, due to some recent experiences, not personally but from other people and people that I care about and people in the same industry of content creation, I thought it was about time that I share my thoughts, because it is becoming more and more obvious that this is happening a lot more than really it should be. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about these nasty, vindictive, even bullying like comments people will put on social media on the content you might be creating. So this could be for people who are content creators. It could be people who are just putting stuff up to share stuff about their life or just as a hobby. But unfortunately, once you do that, that's you out in the open world, and people will be people. There are some out there who are just, for some reason, incredibly nasty, and all they want to do is be very negative or say horrendous things about you and people close to you as well. Now, for example, one of the ones I saw recently, there's somebody who does a food review stroke restaurant review channel, and he's been getting absolute dog's abuse. So much so that it's not just comments, that it's actually become face to face. These people are actually seeking him out to have a go at him. Now the guy's really pleasant, and he does a food review stroke restaurant review channel. What is it that annoys you so much about that? That bit I just don't get. I mean, I do know, and it's very important, that if you did want to start doing something like that, please don't be put off by these people, because it is a very small percentage. But the problem is, as humans, we do focus on the negative, and we do see things like this and comments like this. We will take it to heart, and you've just got to learn to stretch that acceptance muscle. Understand that if you do put yourself out into the world, some people are not going to like you. You're not going to be able to create something that everybody thinks you're the best thing since sliced bread, I'm afraid. And of course there were other people out there who just want to hate for hating's sake. That just seems to be their goal in life. And one of the comments I hear a lot, or some of you probably see this a lot yourself, is people having a go at people making videos, saying things like, get a real job. Now, I'm afraid to say, in this day and age, making videos, content creation is a real job. You can do university degrees, you can do courses in it. And the way the world's going, it's probably going to be one of the biggest employers out there in the future. So just like, you know, working in retail or being an engineer, creating content is a real job. I mean, what you're doing is you're trying to share your life experiences, the skills that you've built up over time, to educate other people, to hopefully benefit them. It's like using me as an example. I mean, the reason I do what I do is to try and help people sort out this internal mess that's going on in their head, so then they can go out and strive in the outside world, have a better life, happier life, a more fulfilling life. I mean, what's wrong with that? But unfortunately, some people are still going to hate on it. And that's the real problem. Now, it gets worse when, you know, these people are actually going out to start shouting and screaming at somebody face to face, maybe even threatening physical abuse. You know, when it gets to that stage, something needs to happen, something needs to be reported. But coming back to the comment side, that's just something that is going to happen. So if you did ever want to start something like this, a YouTube channel or something on social media, you have to be very open very quickly to receiving a very small amount. I mean, if I again use myself as an example, I would say 95% of the stuff people comment on me is all positive. It's all very grateful, but there's still some negativity out there, and I've had to accept that, and that's what I do. I accept it. I just get on with it and just try my best to let it go, and that's what you have to learn to do. You just have to learn to let these kind of negative comments go, this abuse that you may receive online, until it gets to a certain stage. I mean, there is a line, and then if that line is crossed, then there is other actions that you may have to take, but hopefully it never gets to that stage. But the important thing to remember in this whole conversation is they're not just going to disappear overnight, unfortunately. Hopefully over time we may see less of it as people get more used to it and more accepting that there is people out there creating videos, creating content. It doesn't matter what the content is. I mean, you might see some of it, which there's some I see out there which drives me nuts, but I'm not going to go out and put a comment on their page or their channel having a go at them or being nasty. What's the point? If they want to do it, go for it. If they're successful, well done, hats off to them. And it's like, you know, there's certain people out there who have certain jobs that I don't like either. Traffic wardens for one. But I'm not going to walk up to a traffic warden and start abusing him or start abusing his family. Why would I do that? It was, you know, it's their choice to do that job. Well, maybe their choice, I don't know. But that's the thing, it comes down to their choice, their life choices. Not my problem. I'm not going to start getting frustrated and seeking these people out and having to go at them because I think their job's crap, or what they do or talk about. So that's the main thing about this video is, you know, it's all about building the right mindset first. But once you've built that mindset, you've learned how to control it and manage it better. That's one of the big things that has to be part of that, and that is we share this world with other people. Other people are going to have their opinions. Unfortunately, some of them, as I said, a small percentage, are going to be very negative and even a bit abusive, and you just have to, I mean, calling them out, that's a fantastic idea, because it certainly does stop. I did hear of a story recently where somebody was getting abuse online. So the person receiving the abuse went into that guy's work, and the minute he walked in and saw him, and all his work colleagues were going, "Oh, how you doing? Oh, you're great, I love your channel." And this guy was just sitting there with his head in his hands, just knew what was coming. And the guy said, you know, well, actually no, it's not going very well, because this guy here has been giving me abuse online. He's been abusing my family. And of course, suddenly that guy had nothing to say, and he didn't want, you know, that's a typical kind of keyboard warrior or troll or whatever you want to call them, the ones that are happy to hide behind their keyboard and say all this kind of stuff, but the minute you speak to them face to face, complete change of tune. But going back to it, you know, if you did want to start something new, help you live a happier, more fulfilling life, don't let other people stop you. Don't let the thoughts of what other people might say stop you. And especially if you're seeing things online where people are getting negative comments, abusive comments, be very mindful. It's a very small percentage of people. Most people are far too busy with their own life to care less with what you're doing. So please don't let it stop you. And when you do start seeing these kind of things, then just accept it and just let it go. There's so many people out there trying to do good. They just don't deserve this kind of treatment. It's not on. So that was today's quick video. It was a bit of a rant, but it is just something. I would hate to think there's people out there who have even, started this journey now, and they see the kind of comments that other people are getting, and it's just putting them off straight away. You might have something incredible to share that could really benefit other people, and you're not doing it because you worry about what other people say. Please don't. Just accept that once you do start, it may well happen. Remember, it's a very, very small amount of people. These people that do that, they just don't matter. It's just not required. So don't give up. Go for it. If your gut's telling you to go for it, go for it. And that's today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. As always, if you could like, subscribe, comment and share, I would be incredibly grateful, as it really does help me build this channel bigger and better. And I will see you all next time, and I promise we'll be going back to more of the stuff that I normally talk about, but there will be times when I do videos in relation to different experiences that I've had, or things that I just think need called out, and I'll do that. Have a great day. See you all next time. Onwards and upwards.